What if I told you that the guidance you've been searching for has been whispering to you your entire life? What if every intuitive nudge or every coincidence, every moment of deja vu was actually your spirit guides trying to get your attention? In today's episode, we're diving into the art of truly connecting with the unseen team that's been walking beside you from the very beginning. If you've ever wondered how to hear them more clearly, trust the messages, or just to know you're not making things up, this episode will open that door for you. Because your spirit guides aren't out there somewhere. They're already here, and they're ready for you to listen. Welcome back to Decipher the Matrix. I'm your host, Kayla Cipher. I'm an intuitive guide, licensed therapist, and a spiritual mentor for those walking the path of awakening. In today's episode is one many of you have asked for. How do I connect with my spirit guides? Whether you felt their presence your entire life, or you're just now opening yourself up to this spiritual connection, this episode will help you understand who your guides are, how they communicate, and how to build a relationship with them that feels grounded and deeply supportive. Your guides are closer than you think, and today I'm going to help you hear them. Take a deep breath, settle into your body, and let's begin. The first question is, who are my spirit guides? Spirit guides aren't just beings out there somewhere. They're part of your soul family. They're your team. They're here to walk beside you, not above you. Spirit guides can be ancestors, soul family members, past loved ones, angelic guides, nature spirits, animal guides, high-dimensional beings that are aligned with your soul path, or aspects of your higher self. Their role isn't to control your life, warn you of doom, or make decisions for you. Their purpose is simple: to guide, a gentle nudge, and support you in remembering who you are. Think of them like loving mentors, beings who see your full potential, your soul contracts, your gifts, your lessons, and help you navigate life with more clarity and trust. Your guides communicate constantly, but most people miss the signals and the signs because they expect something dramatic. Voices, visions, lightning bolts, full apparitions. The truth is, your guides speak through subtlety, resonance, and intuition. And once you learn the language, everything changes. So here's how spirit guides communicate. Let's talk a little bit about how your guides actually reach you. You might experience their guidance through intuitive knowing, which is claircognizance. These are moments where you just know something without evidence, without logic. It feels gentle, direct, and honest. The second one is physical sensations, clairsentience. You can get tingles, chills, pressure shifts, warmth on your shoulders, or flutter in your heart center. Guides speak through the body because the body is an intuitive instrument. The next one is visual messages, clairvoyance. This isn't always full visions, but it can be like symbols, colors, flashes of light, vivid dreams, or imagery during meditation. Another one is hearing guidance, clairaudience. Again, not necessarily external voices, more like internal whispers, clear phrases, song lyrics, repeated phrases that just drop in. Another one is through external signs and synchronicities. Guides love patterns. They love alignment. They love repeating messages until you listen. They might look like repeating numbers, feathers, animals crossing your path, hearing the same message from multiple people, a book falling off a shelf, a perfectly timed coincidence. Lastly, emotional resonance. You suddenly feel comforted, safe, supported, or inspired, often when you need it the most. Your guides don't shout, they whisper. They respond the moment you open the door. So How can we prepare to connect with our guides? Before you try to hear your guides, you need to prepare your energy field to receive them. So first you want to ground your body. Your guides communicate through intuition, but intuition travels through a regulated nervous system. Grounding helps you distinguish between fear versus intuition, ego versus guidance, and fantasy versus channeling. So take a few slow breaths, have your feet on the floor, your spine long, and come home to your body. Then set the intention. Guides respond instantly when you ask. Try saying, I open to connect with my most aligned spirit guides. Only energies of love, truth, and pure intention may come through. You don't need complicated rituals. Your intention is the portal. I also find that it's helpful to be very specific and say, only the highest love and light can enter this space, and those that follow the universal law of one with Christ consciousness. So raise your vibration. Guides are high frequency beings. To meet them, you elevate your field through meditation, breath work, gratitude, sound healing, movement, and time in nature. This doesn't mean that you need to be perfect or positive all the time. It just means meeting them halfway. It's also important to release expectations. Your guides won't show up how you think they should. They'll show up in the way you're most able to receive them. So surrender the idea of how it should look. Focus on how it feels. Here are some practical ways to connect with your spirit guides. They're grounded, reliable ways to build a real relationship with your guides. You want to have a meditation for meeting your primary guide. So when you sit comfortably, slow your breath, imagine a peaceful place, a forest, a meadow, an ancient temple, or an ocean cliff, and invite your guide to join you. Ask them, what is your name? How do you communicate with me? And what message do you have for me today? Don't force the answer, just let it rise. Automatic writing can be very helpful too. So you can ask a question, write whatever comes to mind without filtering it. Guides often speak through flow. It feels wise, simple, compassionate, and unexpected. So you can ask for a sign and say, guide me today. Give me a sign I can clearly recognize. Then watch with curiosity, but not obsession. Track repeating patterns in a journal. Another way to connect with your guides is through dream work. Your guides love to speak when your mind is relaxed. So before you sleep, say, Spirit guides, show me what I need to know. You can even keep a dream journal beside your bed. Another is through nature connection. Guides communicate easily through natural elements like trees and animals, water, sunlight. If you feel a pull to go outside, follow it, because that's guidance. There's also energy sensitivity training. So you can notice how your body reacts when guidance is present. So you get warmth, tingles, expanded chest, pressure on your crown, or a softening around your heart. Your body is your first spiritual instrument. The key is building a relationship. Just like any relationship, consistency matters. So talk to your guides throughout the day. What do I need right now? Is this aligned? Show me the next step. The more you connect, the clearer the channel becomes. I used to do this where anytime I did solo traveling, I would go to a place, and especially Sedona, that was where I first started doing it. I would just ask in my mind, show me where to go. And I would just get a vision in my mind, or I would just feel a natural magnetic pull to drive in a certain direction or walk in a certain direction. Of course, you need to use discernment and keep yourself safe. But it just led me to really amazing little energetic spots that felt very peaceful. It was very healing, and I was able to meditate really well in those spots. Or it took me into beautiful little locations with stores and crystal shops that I had amazing spiritual experiences in, but that's for another time. Let's talk about, how do you know when you're really connected? People often will ask, how do I know this isn't just my imagination? Or how do I know somebody's not just making this up? But here's how you can tell. Your guidance feels calm, never urgent. The message feels supportive, never shaming. It feels like a gentle truth, not fear. The message often surprises you. It wasn't something you were consciously thinking. Your body feels a yes, lighter, expanded, grounded. Your imagination is not an obstacle. It's the bridge. It's the language your guides use to reach you. Trust what you feel. Trust what arises. Trust what repeats. Your guides want connection as much as you do. If you've ever had an Akashic record reading from me, you've probably seen me react very surprised at times, or getting this certain excitement of energy shift, or just something will just change and I will just be amazed because there's no way it came from my thought or my idea, or it's something that I had no clue about. So I'm just like, this is so cool. It feels like this really nice confirmation and a relief, and gives me that validation that I know I'm channeling and not just having a thought come through. And we can actually live with this guidance daily, which is so amazing. So when you learn to connect with your guides, your entire life shifts. Practice makes it better and better too. But you begin to make decisions with clarity instead of anxiety. You trust your path even when you can't see the outcome. You feel supported even in moments of uncertainty. You strengthen your intuition, you break old patterns, and you step into your purpose. Your guides don't remove challenges. They help you navigate them with wisdom, strength, and alignment. You're never doing life alone. You have a team. You always have. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Your guides are already here with you. This episode just helped you remember how to hear them. If this episode resonated, be sure to comment, share with someone who's beginning their spiritual awakening, leave a review, subscribe, and help this podcast reach more souls who need it. And just know that if you want some deeper support connecting with your guides, exploring your intuition, or receiving guidance through the Akashic Records, you can find everything at the Lightworkers Sanctuary. I'm happy to help you. You are guided, you are supported, and you are never alone. Well, I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode.